I think he found the role no longer to his liking, and found it very difficult, ultimately impossible, to lie, and simply pulled out of the part.
I'm the type of person who needs to know that people are supporting him. I need to know that I need to hear the crowd applaud me. I wouldn't want to be that removed. We go in and you tape a show 5 days a week, and then it's on TV like a soap opera. I want to know that the people like what I've done. I need to feel what I've done is good. That's one of the reasons I have that need to be nurtured in my life, and that's one of the reasons I think, relating back to the cases, I didn't feel that at all in the courtroom. You feel like, you know, I never felt good any of those days. And that's why it was very difficult, is because you're on the stand, and which is like, the courtroom became like the stage. It was crazy, all of the things and all the cameras and everything. You don't know how to act.
As the defense attorney got a hold of Schaefer, the whole thing came undone. From a cocky, clipped approach, this guy totally fell apart and proved very quickly he was a hysterical, very unstable character. He didn't even seem that convincing from a stable character point of view when he was at his best.
It was a non-jury trial, so that you had the judge in full control, and you had some of the most sensational theatrics, you know, that you ever see on the witness stand. It was almost like a Perry Mason movie, so to speak. I mean, here was a witness who, the chief complainant, Mr. Schaefer, who would have conniptions and fits and couldn't talk and couldn't stand and couldn't walk, blubbering and so on. Expert witnesses come in to say, well, the young man is so distraught he can't go back on the stand and so on. But yet he has made these dramatic accusations. Now, is this young man shamming, as was suggested by the judge on occasion?
Produce that witness or produce a professional on the stand in 15 minutes. This court observed this witness. Defense counsel observed this witness, and individuals in this courtroom have observed this witness. Now stop the nonsense and produce the witness.
Court has used this witness, and he came up here.
Court has taken a recess now. You have 10 minutes to produce this witness.
I was exasperated because thrice I instructed the young prosecutor what I wanted to have done and what should be done in fairness both to the people and to the defense, and I was rebuffed on each occasion.
Then you had the efforts of the prosecutor to give this young man time to recover, to get back on the stand. Would he recover or wouldn't he?
I don't think that he's in a position that he can take the stand and tell the truth, because I don't think he's in a position to know what it is at the moment. He may never be.
I'm going to give you enough rope to hang. And this court is not going to stand up here now and summarily dismiss the case.
At the very end, the judge declared a mistrial and then gave a verdict exonerating the defendant as not guilty. I've never seen anything like that.
I was now able to gauge the credibility of that witness as a result of his refusal to continue to subject himself to cross-examination. The individual in question had been subjected to a great deal of unfavorable and unsavory publicity by moving for dismissal at that time. In effect, they had not proven the guilt of the individual beyond a reasonable doubt. And I felt that fairness would dictate that I indicate by my verdict of not guilty that the people had not established the guilt of Father Lynch beyond a reasonable doubt.
Burton Roberts has the courage, and he's one of the few who does, had the courage to take those facts and say publicly, as the finder of fact in this particular case, I find there is no evidence of guilt here. This man is innocent, and I so find him. That was a courageous judge.
The man was a target. His work with AIDS patients, gays, etc. That's what it was all about, and this finally became apparent in the end.
But how could I say there is justice done, especially seeing that someone like John Schaefer was destroyed. I mean, there were no winners in this. It was a question of, you know, my accuser, or I the accused, being killed at a level, and I feel we both were. We were both pawns in a political game of church and state.
Justice was done in the sense that the truth about Father Lynch has come out for all to see. But for those who don't want to see it, there will always be this pall cast over Father Lynch. Oh, aren't you the priest who was accused of molesting the boy there in New York? That will follow him to the end of his days.
Quote, I won. My life hasn't been about that kind of winning.
You have a sense of drama and history and personalities that impress you. This was one of the most impressive human beings I've ever met.